release from in the morning.
Welcome, all my friends, once again from Cabos Magic. I am Lisa, and we are here in beautiful Cabo San Lucas celebrating the world's famous Bisbee tournament. And the beer is Corona. I have here with me my friend Mariana, who we're going to ask a couple questions on the history of the Bisbee. Hi Mariana, how are you today?
Hi, thank you Lisa, and you?
Excellent, thank you. I was just wondering if you could tell us a little bit of the history and the story behind the Bisbee tournament.
Absolutely. The Bisbee starts, it's the biggest tournament of marlin fishing in the world right now. That starts in a very funny way 29 years ago. The guy that founded Mr. John Bisbee with a group of 5 friends. And they just figured that this is the best place in the world to catch black and blue marlin. So he comes with his friends and it starts like a little contest between them. And actually people like it, they back to the States and they're really here. And then they come here, more and more people. They decide to make like a jackpot. Everybody puts some money in the contest and it start with $10,000. This year, 29 years later, the jackpot come up to $5 million, divided in 3 places. From that little group, that 5 people, now it's between 100 and sometimes up to 180 groups from different places like Japan and Russia.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty cool because it starts, of course, with the Mexican crowd. Then we have people like from Colombia, Canada, the States, Japan, Russia, and Denmark.
We've become internationally famous here.
Okay, Lisa, so how about if we take a walk and I show you what the Bisbee is more about? We enjoy the party and having a Pacifico life.
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
Okay, let's start.
Behind us is where they do all the weigh-ins for the marlins caught of the day. However, Mariana has a few more things to talk to us about.
Yeah, after the day of fishing, they come with their big fish and wait it there, and they have a screen there that show you how many pounds. Like yesterday, that was a blue marlin from 375 pounds.
They get that big?
Yeah, well, they can be sometimes over 800 pounds. They're really, really big. But how about if I show you another things after this? You wanna go?
Yes, please.
Okay,
sounds good.
Good. Welcome to Cabos Magic. We're here with
Wayne
Bisbee. And this is part of the family of the
Bisbee's Black and Blue Marlin Tournament.
The biggest in the world. Could you imagine?
It's the richest in the world. We never expected it. Nobody ever knew.
I know. And listen that they started like 29 years ago with a very small budget, like $10,000. Is it true?
That's exactly. It was 6 boats, $10,000 prize money, 29 years ago.
Wow. And how about today?
Today, none of us can believe it became what it did. My dad, me, none of us can understand it, but it did, and it's cool.
What do you guys think about that?
I kind of watch him out there while we do what we do, and he looks like, what did I create?
How old you was when was the first tournament?
I was 18 in high school, and I actually worked the business in America, in California, for the first 5 years. I loaded up all the boxes for everybody else to come down here and have fun. When they were down here for the tournament, I was home managing that business.
Wow. Well, tell me when was the year after how many tournaments that was the thing started like to blow out?
It started to blow out in 1990, 1991. You know, the sport fishing world, communication back then between all of us tournaments, we didn't talk a lot about things to each other. And what it turned out was we didn't know that we had become one of the bigger, one of the richer in the world. We had no idea. But once we reached out and started communicating to everybody, we started to find out. So we then said, hey, let's team up and let's trade information and see if we can all grow. And it was about that era in the mid-90s or early 90s that all of these tournaments started communicating and all of us kind of simultaneously started growing. We just got lucky. We happened to be the ones that grew fast and big. And
you're the biggest tournament in the world. Can you imagine that? That's awesome. And I would like to ask you, how many teams are today? How many countries? And what is the budget this time?
Well, right now we've got 94 teams out there. We've got 13 countries represented. Virtually every state in America, all 50 are represented. Maybe we missed one, but I think we've got all 50 again. And it's right just a shade under $2 million in prize money.
Which one you lost, like West Virginia or something like that?
Who knows? All I know is as long as my Texans do strong, we're okay.
Okay. So tell me about that. How do you think about that when you start and you and your dad started 29 years ago? This is now a huge party. It's a huge celebration. Actually, people book their vacations to come here this time of the year. Not only the people that fish, but the people that comes here. You're like way bigger, like Sammy Hagar's birthday.
It's way beyond the anglers. We've got 800 or 900 anglers here with us. We've got literally 2,000 and 3,000, 4,000 people that call us. They have nothing to do with fishing. They just want to come down and be part of the party. You've seen them out here. I mean, they're out here right now around us. It's become kind of a cool place to come year after year. We all get together. I recognize the people. They recognize all my staff and all of us. And we have a great time for 3 or 4 days here at the weigh station. It's really turned into something beyond just the fishermen.
Do you was scared about the weather in the last days?
This was the first time. We always have weather problems, maybe every second year. For 30 years, there's always every couple of years a weather problem. This was the worst. This one, it was the second biggest hurricane in the history of the Eastern Pacific.
Yeah.
And it just kept coming. And it got to the point where if it had not turned when it did, this whole thing could have been canceled. We've got teams from Russia. We got teams from Japan. I had 40 people from Japan in Los Angeles International Airport while the hurricane's coming saying, what do we do, Wayne? We want to come fish. And I didn't know.
Like, is my flight going to get canceled or something like that?
Exactly. No, it was logistically, this 94 boats, given the situation, thank God we did it. If it wasn't for that hurricane, you'd be looking out here at twice as much. It'd be 200 boats out there, 175 boats out there, and an extra 1,000 people here.
Well, tell me, in 29 years, how big the biggest marlin you get, like the first place?
In 1994, we had a team bring in on Picante a 993-pound blue marlin. And that's the biggest one we've got in our tournament history.
Wow.
The next biggest is the one we caught last year at 870 pounds.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was a nice fish. Second biggest in our tournament history. So last year or yesterday, 375 pounds, biggest one of the tournament. Right now, the only qualifying fish of the tournament. We're hoping it usually takes a 500-pound fish plus to be here tomorrow, and we're going to see a 500-pound fish tomorrow.
What do you think about these new regulations, but more than this, about the catch and release thing?
Now, the catch and release is something that the entire recreational community rallied around years ago. It took a little bit longer in remote parts. This port here has done a great job outside of just the tournaments. I mean, I will give all of these local fleets a ton of credit. They all know how to release fish. They're all excellent circle hook fishermen, which the circle hooks are the ones that are conservation oriented. They always hook here. Never do they go inside a fish. And these guys have learned how to use them. They're promoting them, and they're doing it consistently. So in the tournament, of course, that's what we incorporate. Outside the tournament, they're doing it now, day in, day out, every day of the year.
Time with you here today, showing us around and telling us a little bit about the Bisbee. Unfortunately, I have another location I have to go to. Sorry, folks, but I will be back this evening in the party. It will continue. And the beer is Pacifico.
Okay, you're welcome. I'm glad that you have a good time. And I see you tonight.
See you tonight.
See you the party.
To continue, it will go on.
Sure.
Bye.
Make it. Anglers in the audience. And those of you that aren't, give yourselves a round of applause. Give a round of applause for the 94 teams that hung in there through Hurricane Rick with us. Okay, so what it's all kind of culminated to right now this evening is Cap Video, the Fisher Productions does for us every year. We've got one screen right over there. It is elevated pretty good. Yes, I am the best looking of the group, but that's all I can say. $32 and 50 cents. Now, this one I want to take a moment to give all our people here, guys. $52. Elvis has not won this much money in at least 5 or 6 years. And I don't think I mentioned $436,602. Far be it for me to mention $500,000 almost. It's the anniversary. We definitely need each winner documented great. 2009 29th anniversary winners of the Bisbee's Black and Blue Marlin Tournament. 375-pound blue marlin. Watch your heads, gang. Música, por favor.
Russia.
Sergey.
What part of Russia are you coming from?
From Moscow.
From Moscow. Very cold there, huh? A little bit. Oh, and your name is?
My name is Vitaly.
And?
Andrei.
And?
Konstantin.
Okay, we're here with these guys from Russia. Tell me your experience in Cabo. Is that your first time here?
Yeah, it's first time. Not the last one.
Thank you. Cabos Magic, we're here celebrating the 29 Bisbee celebration. And we're with the guys that ended second place, but at the end they went with a lot of money. $500,000.
That's great. It's a wonderful feeling.
With the Borracho friends.
Corona! What up?
From Pensacola, Florida.
And it's your first time in Cabo?
No, this is my third time in Cabo.
Could you come to the Bisbee often?
Yes, I help Wayne Bisbee. We are the Waymasters.
Perfect. So what do you think about the big party?
It's a great party. It's a great party. For all that we've been through this week, it's a good party.
What are you doing later? You have to celebrate more tequila, more beer?
Oh, yeah, more tequila, more tequila. Clase Azul. Yeah.
And Pacifico. I have a Corona. Salud. Thank you. Have a good time. Oh, now we're here with a friend.
Keith McNulty
Where are you from, kid?
from California, Davis, California.
So you come here to work, but at the end it's like a big party, eh?
A big party, and I get to photograph women in bikinis.
Wow, that's such a bad job.
Yes, it is. And I also came here for the Bisbees.
Actually, I think that you fish women in bikini swimsuit.
I say, yeah, there you go. That's what I fish. I fish for women.
So what you're saying to our friends of Cabo is magic.
Oh, I think you guys are great. Keep up the great work, and looking forward to hearing more from you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pretty girls, I got you right next to you. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, hi. We're back here to Cabos Magic, and we're again with Wayne Bisbee.
Nice to be here. Nice to have it done, my dear.
Thank you. So, how was it?
You know what? We pulled it off, is what I can say. We pulled it off. Everybody, I think, had a great time. It was a different format for us, but given everything we had at the beginning of the week, we're just glad to have even pulled off a tournament. And but I think it all came out great.
Yeah, it was very funny because a lot of people was thinking that the thing will be canceled and everything, and now everybody's having a very good time.
Yeah, literally, it's hard to believe that 7 days ago we were on the verge of canceling the entire thing, and we got through it. We got 3 full days of fishing in, and here we are right now with just giving out a lot of money. We're happy.
Now we start to keep partying.
Now we're ready to party. We're going to start planning for next year, but tomorrow, tonight, cocktail time.
Perfect. Salud.
Salud.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here with us.
Thanks to you, Wayne. Okay, my friends, this is all for tonight here in the Marina in Cabo San Lucas, but this is not the end. I'm Mariana Estrada for Cabo is Magic. Have a good night and bye-bye.